Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to talk about morphology of earthworm. As you all know, earthworm is a reddish brown color terrestrial invertebrate, belongs to the phylum Annelida. These earthworms lives on the upper layer of the earth or upper surface of the moist soil, and they feed on this soil itself. The organic content of the soil will be digested and absorbed in the gut of the earthworm, whereas the undigested part of the soil or the residual soil will be thrown out of the body through the anus in the form of castings. And it is with the help of these castings the presence of the earthworm can be traced. They are nocturnal in habit. Nocturnal means they are active only at night. There are mainly two genus of earthworm that are common in India. They are Pheretima and Lumbricus. So these two are the genus, and there are many species of this genus that are common in India. If you study morphology of earthworm, the body of earthworm is long, elongated, cylindrical with a pointed anterior end and more or less blunt posterior end. If you observe carefully, the body of earthworm made up of many number of series of similar ring-like segments. Segments are also called as metameres. The number of segments or metameres varies from one species to another species. Generally, an individual will have 100 to 120 segments or metameres. And all these segments in the body are almost the same or alike, except for the first segment and the last segment. The first segment of the body is called as prostomium. In the word peristomium, peri refers for around and stomium means mouth. So this segment surrounds the mouth, or on the ventral surface of this segment, crescent shaped mouth is present. In front of this first segment, that is peristomium, a small lobe-like structure is present, and it is known as prostomium. As you can see in this diagram, this is prostomium, which is a small lobe-like structure. In the word prostomium, pro refers to in front of or before, and stomium means mouth. So this lobe-like structure is present in front of the mouth. That is why it is named as prostomium. So this prostomium is not a segment, it is small lobe-like structure, and it covers the mouth. It also helps in burrowing. It is also sensory in function. So first part of the earthworm, that is small lobe-like structure, is called as prostomium. Behind that is a first segment, that is peristomium. Behind that, the segments goes on like second, third, fourth, fifth, up to 100 or 120th segment, depends on the species. In the mature worm, 14th, 15th and the 16th segments are covered by a dark band made up of a glandular tissue, and that region is known as a clitellum. So this is the clitellum part, which is nothing but the dark band of a glandular tissue which covers 14th, 15th and 16th segment. These clitellum play a very important role during the process of fertilization. Because of the presence of this clitellum, the body of the earthworm is divided into mainly three regions. They are preclitellar segments or preclitellar region, clitellar segments and postclitellar region. Preclitellar regions are the one which is present at the anterior part, starting from first segment up to 13th segment. Clitellar segments are the one which is 14th, 15th and the 16th segments. Postclitellar regions are the one which starts from the 17th segments onwards up to the last segment of the body. It is the posterior part of the body. All these three regions or the segments have special structures both on ventral as well as dorsal surface of the body. So now let me talk about the dorsal surface and ventral surface of the earthworm one by one. First, let me talk about the dorsal surface of the earthworm. On the dorsal surface, exactly at the middle region, it has mid-dorsal line. This mid-dorsal line is nothing but the dorsal blood vessel. This dorsal blood vessel is present throughout the body just below the skin. And this mid-dorsal line is absent on the ventral surface. Apart from that, the dorsal surface also have small pore called as dorsal pore. This dorsal pore is situated along this mid-dorsal line from 12th segment onwards, and they are present at the intersegmental groove. Intersegmental groove means between the two segments there is a septa or intersegmental groove, and on this intersegmental groove the dorsal pore is present from 12th segment onwards up to the last segment. And it is with the help of this dorsal pore the body coelom of the earthworm communicate directly with the exterior. Apart from this dorsal pore, the surface of the earthworm also have large number of minute pore called as nephridiopore. These nephridiopore are present throughout the length of the body except for the first few segments. And through this nephridiopore, the metabolic waste of the body are removed. These nephridiopores are scattered all over the surface of the body. So these are the structure that are present on the dorsal surface of the body. Now let me talk about the special structure that are present on the ventral surface of the earthworm. This is a diagram showing the ventral surface of the earthworm. As I already told, crescent shaped mouth is situated on the ventral surface of the first segment. So this is the first structure that is present on the ventral surface. If you go further, between 5th and 6th, between 6th and 7th, 7th and 8th, and 8th and 9th, there are 4 pairs of pores called as spermatical pores or spermatical aperture. These spermatical pores are present at the intersegmental groove of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th segment on the lateral side. These spermatical pores helps to receive and stores the sperm during copulation. If you go further, you can see male genital aperture and female genital aperture on the same individual, because as you all know, earthworm is hermaphrodite, means both male and female reproductive organs are present on the same organism. So therefore, male genital aperture, female genital aperture are present on the same individual. Single female genital aperture is present on the 14th segment. Anyhow, it is not visible because it is covered by a band, that is clitellum. So, single median means it is present on the middle region. Female genital aperture is present on the 14th segment. Through this female genital aperture, female reproductive body, that is eggs, are discharged. On the other hand, paired male genital aperture is present on the 18th segment. As you can see, 2 genital aperture, that is male genital aperture, is present on the 18th segment. Through this male genital aperture, male reproductive body, that is sperms, are discharged. Apart from that, it also has special structure called as copulatory papillae or genital papillae. These copulatory papillae are the paired structure which are present on the 17th and 19th segment. They are the raised papillae. They helps to hold the other worms during copulation. Apart from that, as you can see in this diagram, it also have rings of setae. These setae are present at the each segment except for first, last and the clitellar segment. They are S-shaped structure that are present in the form of rows exactly at the middle of each segment. These setae can be extended and retracted, and they act as a locomotory organ, or with the help of this setae, the earthworm will move or locomote. So these are the special structure that are present on the dorsal and ventral surface of the earthworm. That is all about the morphology of earthworm. I hope this video will be useful. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.